Hi, my name is Vicky Talley, and I was diagnosed with breast cancer in September of 2022. So when I was diagnosed with breast cancer, I met with all my doctors, my surgeon, my plastic surgeon, my gynecologist, oncologist, everyone. So prior to telling anyone about my diagnosis, I put my plan together. So once I had that together, I went and told my son, then I went and told my mom, and then I told my family and friends. As of today, I have no evidence of cancer. I go to my oncologist quarterly, I have blood work quarterly, so I feel real good about it. I'm very hopeful, and I'm not gonna let it get me down. I have to thank my entire medical team. I mean, Dr. Dalla, the day I got diagnosed, Dr. Corsetti, Dr. Sadehi, Dr. Guillory, Dr. Mirage, all the PAs that work in each of their offices have been fabulous. I couldn't have asked for a better team. Gosh, I have to thank everyone. I mean, the day I was diagnosed, after I told my mom, my sister come sliding up in the driveway because I sent out a group text to my family, letting them know, because that was the only way I could think of to let everyone know at one time. So I didn't want everybody getting different stories. So she's been there from day one. You know, my son and my future daughter-in-law, my work family, my friends, they've been amazing. The support that I've received from them has been amazing. I couldn't have done it without them. I think just meeting all the women that are going through the same thing that I'm currently going through or will go through for the rest of my life, that understanding each other, understanding the mood swings, the side effects of our medicine. I mean, just the support that we can give each other. I mean, our family and friends give us that support, but it's unlike what you actually get with someone that is going through the exact same thing that you're going through. I have followed Unite from the very first runway show that they had. It was right here at Florida Lee Center back, gosh, I can't even remember what year it was. So I have followed this program, and last year, after I was diagnosed in 2022, when the program came up last year, I told my bank, I work at American Bank, that I want to do a sponsorship because this was all about me. And they support me, they've been great, and I couldn't ask for a better employer. So we did a sponsorship last year, and now that I'm in this year's class, they're very supportive, and I couldn't ask for anything better. I love the family that I've, become with these women. Now that I've been a part of Unite, the sisterhood that we are developing between each other is amazing. The support that we give each other is outstanding. It's like you can't ask for anything better. Because your family and friends can say, oh, I'm here for you, but unless you've actually been diagnosed with cancer, you don't know what each other's going through. So going through this program is so rewarding, and having each other to pick each other up is amazing. Oh, the hairstylists and makeup artists have been amazing. I mean, I think I look beautiful today. Thank you. And I think all the other ladies in the group are just phenomenal. They look absolutely stunning. So, and I want to give a shout out to all the alumni that volunteer their time. And it's been a crazy, chaotic day, and they have done a fantastic job. If I could give advice to anyone about the program, supporting the program or joining the program, I think it is the utmost importance that our community gets involved, our survivors get involved, because the support the women get from this program is beyond believable. You can't ask for anything more. My name is Vicky Talley, and this is my story.
Hi everybody, I'm sitting here with Vicky Talley, who's part of the She Rose class of 2024. How are you?
I'm great. How are you today, Lisa?
Really good. And I know the audience can't see us because it's a podcast, but you have been a stunner today. I mean, I saw the outfit that you're wearing for the runway. You just had your portraits done.
So excited.
I mean, it's amazing. It's so good. And now you're sitting in what would be the casual outfit, I guess, because you're about to get your video, and you still look amazing. So
thank you.
I just love the whole look, and I'm so glad that I've gotten to know you through this process. And we first met each other kind of informally last year because you work for American Bank, right?
Yes.
And out of the blue, we get contacted that American Bank would like to sponsor us. I didn't realize, though, that the motivation at the time, besides just doing a good thing for a community, organization like ours, was because of your own diagnosis, right?
So when last year's class came up, I was like, I really want to do the sponsorship. And, the bank is very community involved and very supportive of their employees. So they were like, well, what do you want to do? So we did it.
You know what? I just want to say thank you, American Bank. Thank you for your support, because we are 100% supported by the community to be able to offer this for our own community members. I over 12 years since we've been around, it is really surprising to me how few resources there are for anybody diagnosed with life-changing, events like a cancer diagnosis, to find the emotional healing side of the healing. Have you discovered that in your own walk?
Oh, it's been crazy, but absolutely, American Bank has been fantastic. They have been supportive of me from day one. I mean, it's like, we got you, what do you need? I mean, as time progressed in the past 2 years, I go to the doctor and they after 4 surgeries, it's like, how's work working with you? I'm like, what are you talking about? And they're like, people get laid off, people get let go. And I'm like, what? I'm freaking out. I called my boss. I'm like, oh my God. He's like, shut up, Vicky. Hush. I told you from day one, we got you. They're so supportive. And I mean, through all 4 surgeries and just, even still day to day, it's like, are you okay?
What an incredible work culture and family. We were talking off of mic a few minutes ago, and you were just talking about, I guess you guys must really be close, because you said they have showed up for you.
Yeah, they've supported me, tremendously.
That's amazing. How many branches does American Bank have?
We have 5.
Okay.
Tarrytown, Hammond, Covington, Mandeville, and Coshada.
And what do you do for them?
I'm a commercial lender.
Okay. All right. Well, shout out to them for just being what sounds like an amazing, heart-centered organization.
They're great.
Oh,
they're absolutely fantastic.
Well, I really have been enjoying getting to know you through this process. For any of the She Rose journey, first of all, you heard about this, but when you signed up, what were you hoping maybe that you would get out of this?
It's more about the sisterhood and actually meeting women that actually have breast cancer that we can all relate to what we're going through, because your friends and family, coworkers, everybody's, I never wanted anyone to feel sorry for me. So I didn't tell a lot of people in the beginning anything about it. So I just didn't want people to feel sorry for me. But it's more about emotional support, where we all know what each other's going through. Because your family and your friends support you, but till you actually know how it feels and what it does to your body, day to day, your friends and family don't understand that. Yeah. So having this sisterhood is absolutely amazing. It has been life-changing.
I'm so glad. I mentioned this in a previous interview with one of your sisters, but I find that the sisterhood is this just never-ending group of women with patience with each other. You don't even need to have patience, because outside of this organization, everybody wants things to happen quickly, and are you over it yet? Do you think you've ever heard from one cancer survivor those words ever uttered?
Absolutely not.
Are you done with this yet?
Everybody's like, oh, well, it's all gone. You got it all cut out. I'm like, no, it's not really how it works.
Right. I have just enjoyed every person who comes through this organization. Just blesses me, and I watch how everybody comes, every different size and shape and ethnicity and age and race, and that everybody's just so supportive of one another. And cancer is what brought you guys together, but it's just sort of the idea of lifting each other up, and that is why we have that nonprofit as our name. But it's, a rising tide lifts all boats, and I feel that every time I'm around all of you.
It is. It's so amazing, just for all of us to be able to get together and laugh and joke, cry, whatever mood we're in, or it's all of it at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
So,
absolutely. And also, when you all walk at the October 5th event, I think what I love seeing is that it's not a runway show. A runway show is, you get clothing and makeup and you get on stage and everybody cheers and you feel good for a night. But you guys have worked together and become really true friends, and you have an appreciation for what you each have been through. So when you're walking, it's more of a walk of like an army kind of coming out. Don't you sense that?
I feel that's exactly how it is. It's like we're all here for each other, and if somebody falls, we're here to pick you up.
Yeah.
I mean, we all having different struggles. You have some still going through chemo, radiation. I mean, just doctor visits after doctor visits. So it's like we're here for each other.
Yeah. I am looking forward to just 6 weeks-ish from now.
It's so close.
It is close. I'm nervous, but we always make it happen, and I'll be screaming your name from the sound booth, so look for me. I'm always like the proud mom, in the group. But, today we're here to have you read your story that was part of the story crafting experience. You chose the title, Dance in the Rain, Stomp in the Mud. Was there some sort of motivation that gave you that title?
Well, it's kind of sitting there trying to put all my story together, and it was raining, and that's because I had a whole different metaphor for the story, and then when I went to write it, it just all changed.
Oh, I cannot wait to hear it. I never read the story ahead of these interviews because I like to hear it for the first time in your voice. So without further ado, this is Vicky Talley reading. You can do this. I'm so confident. Dance in the Rain and Stomp in the Mud.
I grew up with a really close family. We're always, as a very young child, at my grandparents' house, and different times of the year, my grandfather, my uncles, and they'd all come over. It's real country family, making homemade sausage, homemade syrup. But I was the only granddaughter that got to go, so, I was the special one. So I learned how to cook from my grandparents. On holidays, me and my grandfather, we would cook and we'd eat like while we were cooking, and my aunts would all get mad and fuss because we were just tasting the food and stirring and everything, so we got in trouble a lot. We're just one of those families. I mean, even now to this day, like me, my sister, my brothers, all the nephews, we're just like all up in each other's business. As a kid, I grew up loving sports. I was in gymnastics. I played softball. I think I gained valuable leadership lessons, from being a softball coach, managing others throughout my banking career. I love gathering with friends and family on the back porch. We play bingo, hang out by the pool. My tribe is everything. However, despite many good times and laughs throughout my life, dark storms started rolling in and drenched me and my family. When I was 15 years old, my brother was murdered. To this day, it remains unsolved. We were very close in age, and he was my best friend. He was one of the funniest people I know. Since that time, I have severe trust issues and anger issues. I'm still so angry. 10 years after that, my aunt was murdered, and it remains unsolved. She was and still is one of my biggest mentors and cheerleaders, always supporting me and advising me on what was happening in my life. In 2023, my nephew, who was like my son to me, overdosed on fentanyl. He has 2 children that he has left too soon. My family has these black clouds over our heads that will never go away. When is our son going to shine? After losing my brother, I always felt like something was missing in my life. After having my son, this void left me. He is the most precious gift God could ever given me, and the only sunshine I needed. Meanwhile, thunder and lightning were striking in the distance. In September of 2022, my world crumbled. I couldn't imagine what I was going to tell my son and my family. As a mother, I am the anchor. I am the strong one. I'm the one who comforts others. It wasn't until I met my medical team to develop my plan before I told anyone. I was lost. I was so angry. I remember the day I told my son like it was yesterday. I had to look him into his eyes and tell him I had breast cancer while trying to hold myself together. The look on his face was gut-wrenching. His only words were, "Mom, are you going to be okay?" I said yes. He repeated the question, even stronger. "Mom, are you going to be okay?" I said yes. This monster inside of me will not defeat me. The next stop was to my mother's house to tell her. I didn't know what to say to the rest of my family, so the only thing I could think of was putting together a group text message, trying to find the words. After I told my mom, I hit the send button. More dark clouds. As life moves on, sunshine is starting to peek through these clouds again. I have overcome 4 surgeries. The scars I have now are not because I am damaged. They are the trophies of what I've overcome. I am not ashamed of them. They are my story of my journey. I had to learn to trust people and depend on others, something that, if you know me, was very difficult. My son is engaged and the wedding will be this year. I'm looking forward to many grandchildren. What I've learned from this experience is you have to trust in others, but mainly, I want to be an inspiration. I want to share my story. I think we should all be the warrior that's inside of us. For you and your family, you have to find your joy. Don't let the clouds hide your rays of sunshine. And never forget to dance in the rain and stomp in the mud.
And you know what? You're holding a glass of champagne, and cheers to
Cheers.
that. Cheers. No, you did great. And I just love your story.
I'm reading. I'm like,
No,
I'll just
you
throw this in
did.
there.
How old is your son?
Still recording?
We are still recording.
Oh,
how old's
okay.
your son now?
28.
And how old was he when you had to tell him this?
26.
Oh, he sounds like a really great.
Yes. Yes.
And he'll be there at the event.
Yes, he will. Him and his fiance.
Okay, I cannot wait to watch them.
It's going to be so much fun.
Yes, well, thank you so much for being part of the She Goes Class of 2024 in the Unite Sisterhood. I know you came upon it probably not by the way you
I actually attended the very first one on the North Shore.
Oh my gosh, so why were you there? Did you know somebody in it?
I was, not going to say what bank I was at that time.
Okay.
We did do a sponsorship.
Okay.
So, and I'm all about volunteering and community involvement. So, I mean, it's just been a program that I've watched over the years.
Thank you so much. I know you didn't think, oh, someday I'll be part of it, but we're happy to be here for
Absolutely
people
not.
who need it, you know?
Yeah.
And it's once you're here, it's not, you know, as we try to teach you, you're not to be identified by your cancer. You guys are so much more than that, as well as your cancer of what you've been through.
Like,
so just
I live each day
embrace
like,
it all. Yeah.
you know, tomorrow's not promised. So
Right.
today is my day.
So live large and walk that runway. Thank you so much, Vicky.